up, guys? It's your girl Danielle and I'm back with another video. So today I'm actually gonna be giving a story time on when I gave birth. I gave birth 2 times. Surprise, surprise, I'm only 23 and I have 2 kids. Is that a surprise nowadays? Probably not. But yeah, my first birth, I went through the midwives. The second birth, I just went through the regular OBGYNs. So I want to tell you guys about the birth story, the actual birth story. So I gave birth to my baby girl. She was 8 pounds, 2 ounces. She was born on July 19th. And that experience was interesting, I would want to say. It wasn't horrible. Things could have went way worse, but it was definitely experiencing. So before I actually went to give birth, I made a decision that I wanted to have a natural birth. That's why I went through the midwives. Definitely thought I was going to be able to do it. Did very well up until I want to say I was about 6 centimeters. And a couple of things that kind of made me discouraged was 1, the pain, 2, the fact that how it happened. So let me just give you a little backstory. I went up to, I want to say 42 weeks, well 41 weeks, 6 days was when I actually gave birth. So I was tired of being pregnant, so I said, let me see what I can do to induce. So a family friend told me to try ginger tea. So I did actually try it the night before I actually went into labor, or the day before I actually went into labor, and it worked, I guess. I say that because I don't know if it worked. I think maybe my body was already ready, or it could have worked. I don't know. So I just know I went into labor the next day. I was having contractions. I called my midwife, and then she was basically telling me to work through the contractions. If it gets any worse, to call her back. So I called her a couple times throughout the night because, 1, the first time I called her back is because I actually lost either a part of my mucus plug or my actual mucus. It was my first time. So I was like, let me call her back. So I called her back, told her, and she was like, okay, has your water broke? I told her no. She was like, okay, well, has the contractions got any worse? I was like, they've gotten consistent, not too much or worse. So she was like, okay, keep working through them. I kept calling back, but she kept saying, keep working through them. So basically I had an appointment that day. Early in the morning, we woke up, contractions were still going. I actually barely got sleep that night. I didn't get sleep at all, actually, now that I think about it. Maybe dozed off for a few seconds, but I couldn't sleep the contractions. So yeah, so we went out, we went to the doctor's office. I was for sure that we were going to be staying, but we got in the doctor's office, y'all. Mind you, I was contracting in the waiting room, holding on, squeezing Leon's hand, holding on to the chairs, just trying my best not to scream at the top of my lungs. And then we got in the delivery room. The doctor checked my cervix, and she was like, you're not in actual labor. I think I was like 3 centimeters dilated, but she kept telling me I wasn't in actual labor. What? Come again? Because I'm hurting, and these are strong, and these are consistent. What do you mean I'm not in actual labor? I was so confused, y'all. I was so confused. So she was like, yeah, you're not in actual labor. So what I will do is I will go ahead and send you home so you can get some rest and eat, and then I will give you a sleeping aid. That was the worst decision that she could have made. Anyway, got the sleep aid, took the sleep aid, because my boyfriend and my mom was like, just take it. Hopefully you can get some sleep. Then by time later on, we'll be on the way to the hospital to give birth to this baby. Okay. No. I was in pain, y'all. I could barely eat. I could not sleep. I don't know why she would even do that. Like, why would you give me that? Y'all, I'm still mad to this day, because what were you thinking to give me a sleep aid? Did you think I was gonna actually be able to sleep? So anyway, took the sleep aid, tried to eat, couldn't eat. I was like, okay, I just want to go to the hospital at this point. But I was like, I want to do this natural birth. So I was still persistent with trying to do it at home and do this natural birth. My boyfriend barely got sleep. He was trying to go to sleep. I was like, no. I was squeezing on his arm. Squeezing the shit out of his arm, y'all. I was like, you are not going to sleep. If I can't sleep, you can't sleep. So cut it. Like, I'm gonna keep your ass up and squeeze your arm. And my mom kept coming in the room, checking on me. And she was like, Danielle, why don't you just go ahead to the hospital and get the epidural? So I was like, I just gave in after a while sitting there. I was like, these contractions, man. So I was like, okay, I'll just go to the hospital. So we got there. I got ready, showered, all that good stuff. They came to give me my epidural. Mind you, I'm at a student hospital, so they are constantly practicing and doing things on patients, right? So the girl, she comes in, she does the epidural. I'm like, okay, maybe I'm just not feeling it yet, right? They said it's gonna take a couple minutes to feel it. So an hour passes, I'm still in pain. Why? Is this normal? I don't know. I mean, mind you, I was numb on one side, but the other side, I could feel everything, y'all. It was so painful. And we kept telling her, it's not working, I don't feel it. They kept checking my leg that I said I couldn't feel on to see if it was numb. And I felt it. I felt when you was poking me, okay? It's not working. This was like 5 times, I want to say. And they still was trying to up the dose. Like, no, I just need you to help me get this epidural right. Like, if you gotta take it out, do that, right? So after the 5th or 6th time, they finally called another doctor to redo it. So he came in, redid it. Everything went fine. I felt nothing at all when I was contracting. So I would say 2 hours later, maybe. I don't remember, y'all. Again, I was on a sleep aid, so I was out of it. You could only imagine I was out of it, right? So anyway, said, okay, let me get some sleep. Went to sleep for a little while, and then I woke up and I felt so much pressure. I felt a lot of pressure, y'all. And I was like, I think it's time, because I have an urge to push. Like, I had a strong urge to push on. Like, my body would not resist the urge. Like, I was pushing. And then they called the doctor in to check my cervix or whatever. She was like, it's not time yet. You have 1 centimeter left. But I kept having the urge to push. So I was like, okay. I could not fight the urge. So I just kept telling her that. My sister told her that. She was like, she says she has to push, like she can't fight it. So finally, they came in to deliver the baby. They just had to, I guess, push my cervix out around the baby's head. TMI for some people maybe, but push the cervix around the baby's head so I could go ahead and push. They was pushing it down while I was pushing. So yeah, I had a lot of support, y'all. I had my mom, my dad, my sister, my niece, of course, my boyfriend. And they all were there encouraging me and supporting me. And I love them so much. Shout out to y'all. I love y'all so much. Shout out to y'all, because y'all, I had so much support. Like, it was overwhelming. Like, I just love them for that. Like, everybody was there. And I was so happy that that hospital let me have so many people there, because I felt like I really needed that. So thank y'all. I felt the pushing in the ring of fire, what they say. I felt all of that down there. I felt it, like it hurt. So I guess the epidural wore off within that time. But anyway, after that, I did tear that pregnancy. So I did tear, and they had to stitch me up. Pushing on the stomach wasn't bad. I know a lot of people say that it hurts. It didn't hurt to me. It was very uncomfortable, but it didn't hurt. What hurt was her trying to stitch me up when I wasn't numb down there. So they had to like put some medicine down there so they can go ahead and stitch me up. So yeah. So that was the first experience of first pregnancy. And yeah. That was, again, it wasn't horrible. It was definitely an experience. A lesson learned to not go natural more stuff. But some people can do it. It depends on your pain tolerance. Not for me though. I was like, no. You're talking to someone who couldn't even get a throat culture. You know those things where they had to check for strep throat when you were young? Excuse me, I'm sorry. Where they had to check for strep throat when you were young. Yeah, I was terrified of those. So you're talking to someone like that. Now, if you're looking to have birth natural, definitely do your research and definitely have a support system. I don't regret my birth experience. I was glad I took the epidural and I was ready to take it the next time, okay? Speaking of the next time, y'all, that experience was a little scary, especially during this year, during the pandemic and everything going on. It felt like the energy that was in the air kind of played a part of the pregnancy. If you want to know that story or hear that story, please like this video, comment, and let me know if you want to see that, and then I will definitely film that as well. So thank you guys for watching. Again, I know this was a long video, but I wish I had more people to view their videos on them telling their birth experience and it wasn't all peaches and rainbows. So yeah, thank you again for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos. Easy, you fool for this one.